We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 14. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 26, Tevin.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Gain of 7.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cleveland and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The Bills ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Jimmy.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Let's go, D.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll get this in the hands of Mostert. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The 46-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ball carrier.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
The 29-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down by
tackle made there by Matt Milano.
1 yard gain.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked.
Pass.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run with a fullback, use check. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changed.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 38. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackle miss, whether he was in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And the Bills.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
At the 13-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Allen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Running the counter with Mostert. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a third and very long.
Wallace brought him down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Buffalo.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the Niners' 25-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Allen again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back?
It got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1st down, Bills.
Allen now on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run here with Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Austin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down, Buffalo.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete to
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
12.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
14.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Niners 14. Bills 12.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll drop this down to Coleman, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
3-yard loss.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there to 1st down. Well, they had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Ayuk. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
he's back to throw.
They try some people.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't.